Hey guys, and welcome to a topic discussion type video that was actually inspired by a video I watched over 5 years ago. And this was a video made by ActiQRS, a YouTuber I used to watch before I even started making YouTube videos myself. Now he has quit a while back after comping his account. Now he actually made a video titled Quitting RuneScape 3 or RuneScape after Maxcape. Now ever since maxing, I just looked up old videos I used to watch from Uncle Zonky, Scape Mates, ActiQRS, a friend's old videos of RuneScape 3 just to get some nostalgia in, and I came across ActiQRS's YouTube channel again. And this was actually a few weeks ago, and I really wanted to make this video right after maxing. Just to be clear, I'm not quitting, by the way. It's just a video discussing the topic of quitting after Maxcape, something that seems to be more common than you actually think. At least I personally experienced this with a bunch of friends that have gone inactive or completely quit the game after maxing, and even an admin in my Discord server called Slippy, which you might have heard me name a few times because he helped me with a few guides. He helped me out to kill necks efficiently and stuff like that. Even he, since Maxcape and PVMing a bit, has gone inactive and only really logs in for his keys, if he even does that. So after that extremely long intro, if that's even an intro, grab your cup of tea. Oh man, I'm smiling. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So after maxing, like I said, I was watching videos for nostalgia's sake, and I also came across some Reddit posts about people saying, I want to train up to max to quit, and what should I do after maxing? Now, I personally made a video about goals after max, but that is not what this video is about. And also a post of a old RuneScape site, Tippet, I believe, about why do we continue to play the game? And this is part of the reason I also wanted to make the video. It's a very interesting post. Now, generally speaking, let's be honest, most people max for the boss portal, and they usually say stuff like this. I've said it myself. After maxing, I won't ever have to grind again, and I can go ahead and PVM and do whatever I like. But you can actually go ahead and do that before maxing. I mean, the max portal is just a big time saver and a quality of life thing. And then we slave ourselves to max, grinding 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000 or more hours to max. And then you're maxed and you can say, I can do whatever I want. That's exactly what I said in my head after maxing myself. I can do whatever I want, I can take it chill. What are you going to do? You're going to PVM a bit or you're going to skill a bit. It's either two things. But most of the people, when they max, that I've known, when they max, they're just like, well, okay, I've got this. I don't have goals. I mean, I can get some more money and get some more virtual items, but then what? And that's why this post of Tippet is pretty interesting. So, I'm reading exactly what it says, by the way. Many people who have maxed out their account have what is called PMS. Sounds like a sickness or something. Now, in this context, PMS stands for post-max syndrome. Max players find themselves asking, did I really enjoy playing or did I just enjoy having a goal? This is where a lot of players quit RuneScape because they may have realized that their time could have spent doing something more useful or learning something instead of grinding towards a goal in a virtual world might have been more useful. Now this is interesting because I myself asked myself, do I really enjoy this game or do I enjoy achieving a goal? And if I'm being entirely honest, it's more so the goal. Because before I maxed, I actually went for some 120 capes, which were extremely boring, but at least I could AFK at the Abyss and Abyssal Demons. So I went for the Combat 120s. Big goal. And it was absolutely awful until I got the cape. And then I was just like, wow, okay, now I have the Pixel cape. It was really nice, by the way. But still, do I enjoy trying that cape? No. It's more or less bad. It's not even fun. But the cape, or the achievement, that feeling is why I got those capes. The same is pretty much for Max Cape, although Max Cape does actually have a use, and I wanted to do it for my YouTube channel, a YouTube series, and come on, if you're a YouTuber and you make RuneScape guides, you kind of have to be maxed in my opinion. Well, you don't have to, but being maxed helps. The second thing that they mention is one of the main reasons, according to this post, players continue to play RuneScape is because they have a sense of ownership over their achievements. That's pretty interesting because in the Reddit posts I read, I actually saw, and forum posts by the way, I actually saw a lot of people saying, oh, I've put so much time into this game already, I can't just quit. That's not entirely true, you can, but you feel attached and proud of your achievements. That's an interesting thing about this post again, like I said. And then there's another point being you've made friends on this game and you want to continue playing with them, probably PVM, co-op Slayer, questing together, doing events, mini games, whatever it may be. You play because you still have friends on this game, or you just like to chat to them, because RuneScape can be seen as a chat simulator if you're just bang standing in the Grand Exchange, chilling. In fact, I've usually done this myself at Clan Wars and the Grand Exchange as well. Now back to quitting after maxing, I wish we could actually see or have any statistic of people that are maxed that keep playing and how many or the percentage of people that quit 1 or 2 weeks after maxing or even the day that they max. This would explain a lot because I see a lot of people, saying max is the start of the game. A lot of people do keep playing and go for PVM goals, go for comp cape, even trimmed comp cape, 120s, lots of stuff. But there's also a chunk of players that I personally know that when they maxed, they felt bored, burnt out, goalless, and quit the game. This could be for many reasons. One, of course, being bored and wanting to move on. 2, they realized they spent way too much time on this game and felt the need to just stop wasting time on the game. 3, they have uni, you got to study, or they have a full-time job and they, playing games is a waste of time, technically. But then there's the argument, if you enjoy playing a game, it is not a waste of time whatsoever. And those are just some examples. I, of course, cannot say why they quit, apart from the few friends that I know that went inactive or completely quit, which was mostly to just them realizing they don't enjoy the game as much as they used to, or 1 or 2 actually went to work, they grew up, grew out of the game and therefore quit. Now I want to put my personal view on post-max syndrome in this video because I maxed around 3 to 4 weeks ago. Now I recently made a Discord notification post about me ending my Noob vs PVM series because I lacked the ambition to learn new bosses, and I think that's a big point I need to make in this video, or a thing I really need to cover, because when you max, it's stereotypical to go ahead and PVM a lot with the boss portal, right? But you can actually do that before you max. In fact, there was someone in my Discord doing a lot of high tier PVM, trio Virago and such, before he even maxed. So, that explains, you don't need to be maxed to go and do PVM, though it really helps, and AOD teams do sometimes want you to have a max cape, at least I heard. I've never done AOD myself. Now, I lack the ambition to go and boss. I don't know what it is with bosses in RuneScape, but there's something annoying about learning a boss. That may be because I get very easily triggered by RuneScape bosses, or just dying in RuneScape and not succeeding immediately, like with Slayer, because Slayer is easy, you just AFK, I'm used to AFKing, I did that all the way to max, just AFK, do other things on the side, and see RuneScape kind of as a side game. And then I try to actually do RuneScape, and play it the way it's supposed to be played, because PVM is... You can't deny it, RuneScape 3 is PVMscape. Whatever you may say, most of the game currently is focused around PVMing. Now, skilling is still a very good way of making money and gathering resources, but high tier PVM beats it all, really, it really does. So then I thought to myself, do I enjoy skilling? And then I was like, well, on the way to max, I almost got burned out, so there's no way I enjoy maxing. I was actually trying to AFK as much as possible and play other games on the side not to get bored from maxing my account. Meaning that skilling really isn't, what I enjoy either. So what is it? And then I moved back to that Tippet post. It's probably the thing about achieving a goal in this game that makes it so addictive and interesting and still fun to play in a way, because once you achieve that goal, you have that great feeling and you can show it off to people if it's a cape or a title, and that's just something really fun about that. So, like I said, I don't enjoy RuneScape 3, but I really do at the same time. It's so weird. And sometimes I actually do feel like bossing, or I do feel like skilling and gaining some experience and grinding towards a goal, or just goalless skilling, just gaining experience. There's something about the design of RuneScape 3 that keeps people interested, or some people that really don't see it just quit. after maxing once they realize they really can't. But at the same time, the people that do keep playing, the design of this game is so good to keep you playing for hours and hours. The experience or progression system in RuneScape 3 has really just, I don't know how they've done it, but they have made it so easy to put so many hours in this game. Like, think of a random shooter game or campaign game. The campaign is probably 10 to 20 hours at max. Some usual newer games these days only have a campaign of 6 to 8 hours. Then after the campaign you quit the game. But that's only 8 hours. In RuneScape 3, or old school RuneScape, any RuneScape for that matter, 8 hours is absolutely nothing. It really is not. And that's one thing I think a lot of people realize when they max. They're just like, wow, I spent so many hours getting this cape. And they either think, like said before, we're going to go PVM, or I'm done with this game, why did I put so many hours in this game? And this is why this is such an interesting thing to talk about, and I really want to see your guys' opinions in the comments down below. Especially just this video, I really want to see what you guys think of maxing, quitting, or going on after maxing. And even the non-max players watching this video, please let me know what your plans are after maxing, and if you think you're going to be burnt out or not, and why. Another reason some people may quit is because of the so-called lack of updates. But the updates that come into the game, like the player-owned farms and such, actually bring players back into the game. That's 100% for sure, because I know that the average RuneScape 3 player base has actually gone up a little. And some old friends actually have returned recently, which is also a good thing. So, and some of those are maxed, so they are returning to the game. You have that saying, you can't really quit RuneScape, you only take breaks. Yeah, pretty interesting. And just to go further in on this topic, there's also people that have literally completed everything in the game. Trimmed Completionist Cape, for example. Why do they keep playing? Probably for PVM goals, or that, actually I have no idea why they keep playing. Or people with Trimmed Completionist Cape and 5.4 billion experience. Though, usually what I've heard, they have an alt account they play on, or an Ironman account they still want to max out. A great example of this would be Tonix RS. He recently got 5.4 billion experience, and if you guys don't know him, he makes great YouTube guides as well, but he has an Ironman he still wants to max out as well. But still he keeps playing the game because he really enjoys the game. Another example, probably one of the biggest ones, is Micro, another RuneScape 3 YouTuber that has maxed, I have no idea, he's maxed a hardcore Ironman, an alt, his main, he's almost 5.4 billion experience on his main, he has many accounts. I don't know how, but he is a massive fan of this game. So yeah, he still enjoys the game, and he absolutely loves every aspect of the game, streaming and making videos, and that's why he's still playing. Also, a thing a lot of max players say is that after max, there's just so much content in RuneScape 3 to discover, and they aren't wrong, there is a ton of content. But that content of the game is only really content that's relevant for you if you actually enjoy that part of the game, whatever it may be, if it's skilling, new quests, new areas, new bosses you haven't tried, and such. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, because I could babble around this topic for ages, giving hundreds of examples, well, not hundreds, but tens of examples. But what I want to say is, if you're playing this game with the intention of quitting after a certain goal, I don't know if you should be doing that, but, play games to have fun. Now, I hope this video did not demotivate anyone whatsoever on playing RuneScape. Keep playing RuneScape if you enjoy it. And if for some reason someone watching this video is considering returning to this game, please do. Please give RuneScape another try. It's definitely a good game. And I make YouTube videos on this game for that exact reason. I enjoy making the videos, and I enjoy getting goals and sharing them with you guys, and making guides, of course. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, and maybe even consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Hippity hoppity, women are property.